seated guard, wherever, where we have our legs inside, either both, just one here, we have a problem where the person on top can get close, chest to chest, and crush us. Especially if we're smaller, we're dealing with someone who's big and heavy. They come forward and crush us, it really sucks. And the bigger the weight difference, the worse this gets. Right? The beautiful thing about the K-guard is, because I have both my feet to the outside of my partner's hips, when Les comes forward, he can't really crush me. Right? I can put him in a close guard, and now he has to deal with this. So here, like, I know some people that are believers in Sao Paulo vests and stuff like that, but basically trying to crush people from here head and arm, it's not a viable. I think it's really hard to do. It's a lot easier to mess up at the top. So if I'm dealing with someone who's really heavy, just want to come forward, like when I play the kick guard, I have so many frames, and I'm pretty secure here, and I can start to attack the legs, or we're much better set than trying to just fight our partners on the body. So there's a lot of stuff we can do to K-guard here. When we're working with legs outside, pressure passing is not really a big thing here. It doesn't really exist. Yes, Les has to back off, deal with my legs first, and then he starts to come close. So that's one benefit. Okay. Second thing is when we go to a 50-50, right? However we get there, when we're in a 50-50 position, most of his weight is on the mat. Okay, so now there's no pressure passing from 50-50 either. If you try to come forward and cross face me, it's very difficult. And there's a lot of stupid stuff he can do where he can injure himself, or I can injure him pretty easily. So here, I'm not dealing with the weight. And if I know more than Les in here, and I've been here a lot more, I have a better chance of getting him here than him getting here. So that's kind of what we're working with. Actually, I think last weekend we had a young guy from Siem, a guy named Ruben, 18 years old. The blue belt, he beat a black belt in a super fight with a 50-50 heel hook. He just had way more experience than that person right there. Even though the guy has been training for a lot longer, he was a lot older, he simply wasn't used to the position. So the guy actually attacked Ruben's legs. Ruben converted it to a 50-50 and submitted him in I think under a minute. Okay. So having that special knowledge can actually bypass a lot of the other guys' experience. Lasse could be brilliant at all the other stuff in leg locks, and if I put him in a leg lock, suddenly the advantage is in my favor. So that's kind of the mindset we're working with here. Also, even if you don't really care too much about leg locks, well, one, it's kind of weird you're here, but two, it's good to know what's coming at you if you want to defend it and stop it. Okay? So if you know the moves, the attacks for the day, you'll have an easier time countering it, you won't panic, you won't make stupid mistakes as easy, and you have a chance to get out and get your attacks. So that's a little bit about why we're using these positions, okay? Now, I want to do the easiest entrance to K-guard I know, but we're going to start with there. And it actually starts in the close guard. So, however I got here, right? Got less in the close guard. Now, I just talked about him trying to cross-face me, pressure forward. Yeah, I would, in my mind, I call it a terrible idea, right? I think it's so difficult to make it work. The way that works for most people to actually get out of the close guard is to stand up. So when Lasse stands up, and pushes up, I loose the upper body, but the lower body is exposed here. So I'm gonna let him stand up, and as he stands up, I open my guard here. Now I have feet to the outside. What I need now is what we call an inverted knee. So I need a knee to point down to the mat. So I just do a little hip escape, move my hips, and now I have my K hook here. I have my foot hooking the hip, and my knee, importantly here, is inside his knee. This is outside, this is inside. So my foot's on the outside, but my knee is on the inside. On the other side here, just keep this foot shallow. From here, what I'm looking to do is I want Lasse's knee to turn in so I can chop this leg over. So I'm gonna take a scoop grip, so it'll go under here, and I lock my hands. I like to lock wrist to wrist initially, so I can kind of use this forearm here to kind of move the knee a little bit in, crunch it in here. From here, I'm gonna do what we call a chop here. So I'm gonna take this left leg and I'm gonna throw it over, no hamstring to hamstring. As we get here, I just want a really tight grip on the foot here, so it doesn't run away. And to finish, for now, I'm just gonna cross my ankles down here, ankle to ankle, and do a slight scissor with my knees. So my bottom knee comes in, and my top knee pushes away, and I lock here. And I importantly make sure his knee is on the mat. It's not on my thigh. If I feel like it's on my thigh, I just extend the bottom leg, and I cross, and I get a tight grip on this foot here, so it doesn't slip out. And this is where we're just gonna start for now. So one more time. So when we feel our partner stand up, this is the perfect time to switch to the K guard. So as he stands up, I just open my legs and let my hips drop. I want my hips low. I already have my feet in position. I just need my knee inside his knee. So look, I reach under and I turn my hips up so my knee comes in. From here, I lock my hands tight. Cable grip, I feel like there's too much space, my arms are too long here, so I just slide through. Wrist grip here, or some people call this a butterfly grip curl. Now I use my forearm to manipulate his knee to rotate it. So I basically have his knee right around my belly button. From here comes the chop. Look at this leg. It comes out and I throw it over, so I end up on my right hip. Here. Foot weaves through. From here, I go to cross. I'm not flat on my back here, guys. I'm all the way up on my side here. I'm on my right hip and my right shoulder. And I make sure I lock a tight grip around this foot. You can have a cable grip, but I feel like a really choke style grip, especially where you're pushing the heel here, will keep this foot in tight. And just scissor my legs, and we start from here. All right? Everybody got it? You need to see it again? Let's try on 3. 1, 2, 3.